All right, you ready for the Zoom question?
Yes.
All right, I read a story, and I guess there are a number of discussions, like on Reddit subgroups. So what do you call it, subreddit?
Yeah.
All right. So apparently, a lot of women during the pandemic, and listen, they continue. These Zoom meetings, the video conferencing just exploded during the pandemic, but they still continue. Have you ever heard of this, Roxanne? Women that refuse to turn on the video in a Zoom meeting. So women at home or wherever, they're not turning on the video. So they join the Zoom meeting with audio only. So they're on the board. You can see their little tile. So let's say, give me a name. Well, give me Stacy.
Stacy.
Right. So
okay.
Stacy's on the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
But everyone else, you can see their pictures, the videos, the little Brady Bunch squares and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But Stacy, her screen is black.
Okay.
But you can hear Stacy. You just can't see Stacy.
Yeah. So
You want to know why?
why?
Well, what were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say I am Stacy because I do not like to do Zoom, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me why. Let me see if this comports.
Yeah, I got a little passive aggressive during the pandemic because all my friends were working from home and I was still coming to work every day. And so then if people wanted to do Zoom calls, I felt like the people doing Zoom calls just wanted to see people. And I was like, I've been at work all day, so I'm just going to do the things I need to get done around my house that you've been doing your laundry at your house all day. I'm just getting home from work right now. So I'm going to do my laundry and you're not going to see what I'm doing. I'm going to have my little audio thing on, but you're not going to see what I'm doing because I'm doing other stuff I'm doing the Zoom call.
Well, that's not exactly, but that's your story, and that's valid. This is the deal. Some women did not want to put the camera on the Zoom call, or what are the other ones? There's Zoom, there's
Microsoft
Teams, Microsoft Teams, and all right. Some women don't want to put the camera on because they don't want to waste makeup.
That's taking it to an extreme.
They don't
okay.
want. They don't want to go on without makeup, and they're like, "Why, if I'm sitting at home doing a Zoom meeting, why am I going to put makeup on just for a Zoom meeting? Take the time to put the makeup on and waste the makeup."
I mean, if you didn't plan on putting the makeup on at all for that whole day, I guess it would be wasting.
Right.
I think this could be a thing. Let me hold on to that thought. Let me give out the phone number here. I'd like to hear from women that, with the pandemic and many Zoom meetings continue, I'd like to hear from women that don't turn their cameras on. And why don't you turn your camera on? Do we have women listening that also say, I'm not turning my camera on because I don't feel like, getting all dressed up. I don't feel like, putting on makeup. Does this sound familiar? Is this something that you've done? Or anything else with some of these Zoom meetings and how it relates to your work? 800-990-1047. Wonder if we can get some folks that can call in. Any women listening that you kept or you still continue to keep the camera off for a work Zoom meeting because you're at home, you're not getting dressed up, you don't want to put makeup on. The one story that I read was a woman says, hey, I'm not wasting expensive cosmetics to just jump on a Zoom call. I'm there, audio only. I can see everyone else, but I'm not going to put my camera on. All right, 800-990-1047. That's the number. 800-990-1047. 1047. Have you, look at the phones, every line is ringing. Have you done this? 800-990-1047.
I kind of made the joke that I don't want people to see what I'm doing if I'm doing laundry or doing other stuff because it sounds like you're not engaged. But I have to tell you, I communicate a lot better with people just over the phone, talking to them on a big old-fashioned conference call than I do on a Zoom call where I'm distracted by, how to, visually distracted.
Yeah,
I actually
all
get
your
a lot.
attention has to be on that Zoom call.
Yes, I get more out of it sometimes just an old-fashioned conference call.
Well, let's grab Marianne. Marianne is in St. Pete. Marianne, have we hit a hot button here or what?
Well, yes, because I have Zoom meetings every day.
Every day? What do you, Marianne, hold on a second. What do you do?
I'm a nurse, and I'd rather I work for.
Yeah, you don't have to say who you work for. You don't have to give any specifics. But so post pandemic, you're still on Zoom meetings now. Prior to the pandemic, did you have Zoom meetings or no?
Well, no, it was just emails, and we would have like a monthly meeting. But now it just seems like they're every day. And, I pick up the pencil occasionally and just pretend I'm poking myself in the eye because I can't get off the Zoom meeting.
All right. So, but you leave your video off?
Oh, no. Oh, yes. I leave the video off all the time. And then that way I can get up and walk away and,
right.
Fast.
Now, what about the makeup issue? What about women that say, I don't want to get all fixed up. I don't want to put makeup on, waste makeup just to go on a Zoom meeting. Is that something that you've done?
No, because it's not an issue.
Okay.
I mean, they've seen me with hair that looks like everyone could possibly turn to stone because I look like Medusa.
Marianne Medusa.
That's another reason why I don't put the video on. I just don't want to turn everyone to stone in the meeting.
Oh, Marianne, you're being too tough on yourself.
Well, you've not seen the hair before it's been brushed. So,
I'll take your word for it.
Marianne, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. All right, 800-990-1047. Does anyone subscribe to I'm not turning the video on a Zoom or video conference call because I don't feel like getting dressed up or I don't feel like putting makeup on? All right, Chantel is in Holiday. Hey, Chantel, MJ Morning Show, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
All right, Chantel, would you like to weigh in on the cosmetics and Zoom situation?
Yes, I will.
Go ahead.
Well, I decided that I don't like to put the video on because I don't have a good poker face.
All right. Explain. All right, so explain what you're talking about.
I like that.
So if there's something that's being said that is like either absolutely ridiculous or, I don't know, I don't like the person, I don't want my face to show it. I've always had that, and one day during a Zoom call, my supervisor texted me. She's like, fix your face, fix your face.
I love that. I love my friends who are like that.
Right. All right. So wait a minute. This is on a Zoom meeting, but if you were in a regular meeting face to face and ridiculous things came up, wouldn't you make those same faces, or you feel a little bit more at ease or more unguarded when you're at home?
I know the answer to that.
What is it?
The answer is when you're face to face, you're feeling other things in the room. Like you're not just using your sense of sight like you are in a Zoom call where it's just so focused on that visual aspect.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, if Ted has a meeting with the morning show, I'm rolling my eyes the whole time.
Yeah,
If we're on a group Zoom call
right.
where all you see is my face, and I'm still rolling my eyes and
it's absurd.
exhaling heavily. God.
You're doing a Jeffrey Tubin.
You have to think of something happy. You have to think of something that makes you feel happy.
Right.
So that way, when someone's irritating, you're just like, oh, I'm thinking about watching my daughter and dancing ballet. I just think about something.
Well, that's hysterical that your boss had to tell you to knock off the faces.
Fix your face.
Yeah.
People are not. We can't forget how to be in front of other people. This isn't good.
Oh, man, that's great. All right, Melissa. All right, so this is kind of morphed into something else, but let me grab Melissa. Who was the last caller? Well,
Chantel.
Chantel, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. All right, Melissa's next in Clearwater. Hey, Melissa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, Melissa, what's your angle on this?
Nobody should have the right to force you to do anything, period. We're forced to do enough these days. I've never turned the camera on. If you're at work, be at work. Everybody's quietly quitting. If you're not at work, if you need to do team building, bring people into the office. Otherwise, leave people alone. A phone conference is sufficient.
All right, so if you're on a Zoom call, you automatically leave the video off?
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Never turned it on.
All right, and what was the other thing you said? There was one other thing you said that I was going to ask a question about.
She said people are quietly
Okay.
quitting.
Oh, yeah, that's it. All right, so
I said people are quiet. People are quietly quitting.
all right, so so that's a whole thing here. The whole quiet quitting thing. So in your line of work, you've got people that are quiet quitting.
Oh, everybody's quiet quitting. There's so much out there across broad-based in all sectors where people they're doing the absolute minimum.
Half-assing it. Yep.
Well, it's not that. I saw a story about it, how during the pandemic, a lot of companies did what? Tough times came, first thing they did, fire people.
They cut people out, yeah.
People are replaceable. People got a reality check to how important they are to their company that they give everything to. So they said, hey, listen, work the minimum, make the most.
Right.
They don't, chances are your job doesn't care a whole lot about you.
Right.
I mean, if you quit today, they're going to replace you in a couple days, in a couple weeks. If you left your office is going to be filled eventually.
Hey, Melissa, thanks for the call.
We've been hearing everyone who sort of agrees that you don't need to be on Zoom if you don't have to show your face. So I want to give you the other opinion. Someone said with remote work now, people not being on camera is awful. It's a business meeting. I can't see the feeling behind your words, and understanding is much better when I can see your faces. So
It's
that's
called
someone
a
else's
phone
opinion.
call.
But the whole reason why I brought this up is some women are leaving the cameras off because they're saying, I'm not going to get fixed up and put makeup on. I'm not going to waste makeup to be on a 10, 15-minute, 30-minute Zoom call. And that's why we're taking calls. That's the original story here. Let's grab just a couple more, then we'll move on. Dana's in Lakeland. Hey, Dana, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, Dana.
So I leave mine off unless I absolutely have to, which is usually for a client meeting. But I feel the same way because then I have to do my hair and makeup for one meeting out of my whole day, and it's totally a downer. And I always say it's not fair because men can throw on a dress shirt and comb their hair, and they're ready to go and look like they're business ready. And I feel like as a female, I can throw on, a nice shirt, a blazer, but unless my hair and makeup is done, I feel like I just don't look put together.
That's a good
and
explanation.
That kind of drives me nuts.
So that is actually more of a direct response to the question that I had. Hey, Dana, thanks for the call. Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
All right, BJ is in Clearwater. All right, two more calls, Andrew. That's it, and then I got to move on here. BJ, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi. Hey, it's MJ and BJ. All right, go ahead.
It totally is, and BJ and I are both from Tennessee. So anyway.
Oh, wow.
I have a different take on this because we have been sit home. We don't go to the office anymore after March 13th, 2020.
What kind of work do you do?
I am a financial analyst in a financial services company.
But are they going to have you return to the office at some point, or it's over?
No.
Did they shut the office down?
We're trying to.
Wow. All right, go ahead.
Nobody wants commercial real estate right now. Anyway.
Well, that's why they ought to look for another place to put our studios so we can get some bigger studios and new studios.
Exactly.
You've got tons of commercial real estate available right now. All right, go ahead.
No kidding. So really, I mean, to me, I still love my job. I love the people I work for. And if I don't get up and get dressed in the morning, I don't do my best work. So everybody should just get up. If you're working from home where you used to go to the office, why should it be any different? And
that was sort of an epidemic during the pandemic that people were just sitting around in sweatpants and not taking showers, and it just it kind of makes you just internally feel sloppy.
It totally does.
Yeah.
But also, if I'm on a call, and I've got a lot of colleagues who won't go on, especially from our accounting people. I don't know what they're feeling, and I'm not having any more meetings today than I had before the pandemic. It's just that we're not in person. So I want to see your face so I can really understand what you're saying to me, especially if you're explaining something new. We've had some consultants come in and they're trying to talk to us, and I'm like, what is he saying? And I can't see his face. I don't know the inflection or the feeling of it, and it's making business harder because people won't go on camera.
Gotcha loud and clear. BJ, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening. One more. Anton, is this a guy? Anton in Tampa, MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Hey, hi, MJ.
You're not putting makeup on when you go on a Zoom call?
No, I keep it off.
Go ahead. Yeah.
No, listen.
Yeah.
No, I was saying that when I work from home.
Yep.
When we go into Zoom every day, we cannot turn our cameras off, or we get in trouble, or you might even get fired.
Oh, so it's a policy.
He wants to see everyone's face. We work for a real estate company.
Yep.
And now you can turn off your camera if you want to go to the bathroom, get some coffee. But in my case, it worked because I'm in my shirt with my tie, but I'm on my underwears.
You only have to dress the top half.
Just the
I
top
wear my
half.
underwear. I just wear a shirt and a tie. That's it. So when I go to the bathroom, I need
You just gotta remember, you don't want to get too comfortable and then stand up and you're in your underwear. So, all right, Anton.
correct, yes.
Good call, buddy. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening.
I have to give you guys a Zoom confession because it has to do with you guys.
Yeah.
But we used to do the MJ podcast when we first started back, and it kind of irritated me because I was like, it was just like my witching hour at home. So I would passive aggressively just like be as gross as I could possibly be on the Zoom call with you guys, like towel on my head. Remember we used to do those calls?
Yes.
And I would just be like,
you used to do some from your bathroom.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to be as unput together as possible because I do not have time to do this.